Hi there, I'm Chef Eric Crowley, owner of the Culinary Classroom in West Los Angeles, and today I'm going to show you how to fry croutons. There are some esoteric or obscure applications for frying croutons. Most croutons are oven toasted, but in some applications you may want to fry up a crouton for something like a Caesar salad, as an example, or more typically a classic Spanish sauce like romesco. What I wind up doing to fry up a crouton is I take a nice heavy pan like this cast iron skillet. I have about 2 tablespoons olive oil in here. Really important that the oil get hot, but not until it smokes. If it starts to smoke, you basically are going to lose all the really nice subtle flavors that olive oil has. Once it starts to get a really nice hot quality, I have some baguette here that I just have sliced up about 1/4 inch thick. I'm going to go ahead and put it into our pan. Really important that when you're doing frying, whatever you have inside the pan, you have to be prepared for it to come out of the pan. So we need another plate or some other similar dish with some paper towels on it. So as the crouton comes out, the paper towels will wind up absorbing the oil. For something like a romesco sauce, the crouton is utilized as it is. If you were going to use this crouton for something like a crudité base to put a little spread or a little bit of dip on, you may want to sprinkle some salt and pepper on these after they come out of the oil. Once we get a really nice golden brown, we'll flip them on over, and we'll get them golden on the other side. Really looking for just a light golden. I just want to make them a little bit on the crispy side. I'm not looking for them to be really well fried, or else when it comes to, if you're going to utilize them to eat and actually pop in your mouth, they're just going to be too rough and too hard. This is often utilized, as I mentioned before, in a sauce like romesco. There are some classic soups, like there's a Majorcan style vegetable stew that actually utilizes a crouton. Just like in a romesco sauce, it's utilized to thicken the sauce. More modern, up-to-date styles of French cooking will often wind up utilizing, and in Italian cooking too, utilize a mixture called roux, which is butter and flour. But old-fashioned Spanish cuisine will wind up utilizing some fried bread or some stale bread in order to thicken up a liquid. So once I have a nice golden brown, like on this crouton, I'm going to take the bread on out. I want to tap it, get as much oil back into the pan as I can, onto a paper towel lined plate. And one of the things you'll notice as the bread sits on the towel, it's actually going to brown up a little bit more. The oil is actually going to continue to cook the bread as it sits. You'll actually see it change color a little bit. In a lot of preparations where the crouton is going to be utilized to thicken, the crouton typically is broken up into pieces. You want to wait, of course, until the crouton comes out of the oil long enough to be cool enough to handle, and then you can just take it and break it on up. You can see that the interior, the bread is still quite soft. That's actually what you want. Some recipes will call for bread like this baguette. You could utilize standard white bread as well, or even a whole wheat bread. And that is how we fry up a crouton to employ into a soup or a sauce. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click on other links so you can get other recipes. If you don't see something that interests you, email a request to requests@mahalo.com. Also be sure to subscribe so you can get lots of wonderful additional information. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.